Hey, it's Glen Gosch, Gosch Real Estate and Coldwell Banker here today talking about what's going on in the Tri-Cities housing market today. Been hearing a lot of chatter out there like, things are cooling off, it's shifting from a seller's market to a balanced market and could see a buyer's market on the horizon. A lot of price reductions, things like that. So going to address those in this video and show you right where the housing market is. So I want to start off by saying so far from what I've seen, there's no data that supports any of that. If things cool off a little bit, maybe in some real like micro demographics of the market here. So looking at the TCAR stats, Tri-City Association of Realtors, what's going on. If you look year after year at like the inventory, so looking at last month, October, we were at last month, 674 active listings. When you go to the year before for October, we were at 669. So inventory, pretty much the same. Now, I did a video back with BJ a couple months ago, and we were starting to see inventory levels climb a little bit. And at that time, I said it's something we want to watch and be aware of and see where it goes. And it really hasn't gone anywhere. It's been about the same. If you look 2017 to 2018, the active listings are maybe not identical, but pretty dang similar. When you go to number of homes sold, it's actually increased this year. 2018. So roughly similar amount of homes on the market, pretty close or a little bit more homes selling. So the inventory levels are not rising. The absorption rate is not going up like some people have anticipated. So I have the absorption rate numbers. There's a few different ways you can calculate absorption rate. So what absorption rate is basically it's trying to tell you if everything that was on the market today, how long would it take for all of that to sell before everything was sold. So it kind of tells you how many months of supply you have. And there's a few different calculations to do it. I won't get into all of that right now. But of the few different calculations I've done, puts us somewhere between like a month and a half, maybe a little over 2 months of supply, which is pretty similar to what we've had. Now, in order for it to be a balanced market, most experts will tell you it needs to be about a 5 to 7 month supply. So being that we're still kind of hovering around that 2 month mark, still very much a seller's market, not even close to a balanced market yet, or an even market. So no numbers there to suggest. Now, as far as price reductions, we are seeing price reductions. It seems like a little bit more than what we were seeing. But the thing is, we've been growing at a rate of 9, 10, even 12% year after year in the Tri-Cities. So with that, when a lot of people have been pricing homes, realtors, sellers working together, we're like, say we look at something in 2017, okay, 2017, say January 2017, a particular home, a comparable home might have sold for $200,000. Okay, then you look at it and a few months later and it sold for 205. Okay, now you're going to get ready to list that home. Well, why don't we shoot for 2075 or 210? So you price it at that much and it ends up getting that, and so on and so forth. Things keep going up. So right now, I think a lot of people are listing in that same way, where they're going like, okay, it's sold at this price, and things have been climbing at this rate. So let's go ahead and try to shoot for more. And some of the time, that's not working anymore. So things are maybe leveling off. Are we seeing a dip in average home prices or anything like that? No, not at all. We're seeing increases, if anything. So nothing to show that prices are dropping as a whole yet, and that's just kind of the whole market. With that, I pulled a few different neighborhoods or areas. I did West Pasco, South Richland, West Kennewick, and kind of the alphabet homes over in central North Richland area. So some interesting numbers here with West Pasco. Median list price in 2016 was 205, or median sold price, I'm sorry, 205. Median sold price in 2017, 250. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. When you look at median sold price in 2018, also 250, leveled off, right? Okay, so something to take note of. Go over to South Richland. Median home price in South Richland 2016, 275. Median price of sold, yeah, 275. Then 2017 median price sold 257. Then you go to 2018, 324,000, a dip. Okay, another thing to make note of. But there's always a but. When we see something like that, we want to be sure we look at the entire picture. So with that, I looked at price per square foot. When we go back over to Pasco in 2017, the average price per square foot was $123 a square foot. Average price per square foot, 2018, $154. And just to be clear, this is for the month of November. So we're looking at November 2017 versus November 2018. When I go over to South Richland, remember we saw that drop from 357 to 300 about 325,000. Sounds like a significant drop. Again, you look at price per square foot. 2017, we were at 149 average price per square foot. 2018, 157 average price per square foot. So, have home values really dipped? It doesn't really look like it. Maybe as a whole, but when you're looking at the price per square foot, you know, the amount of homes you're getting, it's really not cheaper. Now, when we go into West Kennewick, didn't see any price drop, actually increased, 220 median price in 2016, 262 2017, and all the way up to 285 for 2018. So again, no price drop off there. And again, each time the price per square foot is going up in Kennewick as well, West Kennewick, specific area. So I kind of did a map search of where the Alphabet homes are, the ABC homes over in Richland. And with that, this is kind of one of the areas where it's just exploded, but median price 2 years ago, 140. Median price today, 230. So with that, you think, okay, are things slowing down out there though? Things have jumped so much, are things starting to slow down? Well, average days on market for 2016 in the Alphabet home area, 24 days. Average days on market in 2017 for the month of November, 29 days. For 2018, take a guess. Think it's going to be about the same? Average days on market, 13 days. So, with the way the numbers are going, with all the data I've looked at, there's nothing to me that shows things are heading towards a balanced market or a buyer's market. Now, what would need to happen? What would need to take place for that to happen, to start seeing something more balanced, start seeing a buyer's market? Increase in inventory. How are we going to get an increase in inventory right now? I don't know. There doesn't seem like anything on the horizon that's going to drastically increase our inventory. Decrease in sales, decrease of demand. Is there a decrease in demand in Tri-Cities with the amount of jobs? Every time we turn around, there's a new report of, there's more jobs. There's so many jobs that they can't fill all the jobs here. So there's people moving into town to fill the jobs. They need to buy a home, a lot of them. So the demand, still there. If we see a decrease in demand, possibly. Okay. Interest rates, the buyer power. Okay. Interest rates have climbed. We're looking, maybe 5%, a little bit over 5% right now. People are saying it may continue to go up throughout 2019. Then you hear some people saying, well, maybe they're not going to increase it quite that much. Even if things go up to say 5.5%, 6%, time will tell if that's really going to pull prices down. With the inventory levels though, hard to say if things are really going to get pulled down too drastically to where we have this big dive or big dip or big crash, the impending doom that I talk about. Just did another video about a USA Today article that I thought was bogus, but anyway, yeah. there's no data so far that points to that. Now, other things could be obviously, the economy crashing, things like that, and that can affect the real estate market. But there doesn't seem to be anything on the immediate horizon that points us in that direction either. So who knows? So in order, there'd have to be a few things to happen. One of them or a combination of all of those things for things to balance out or for it to turn towards a buyer's market. Hearing a lot of like anecdotal evidence, like, hey, there's price reductions. I already addressed that in this video, right? Things aren't selling in 2 days. Well, so what? They're selling in 14 days. You know what I mean? That's still very much a seller's market. Even 30 days, 60 days, that's historically very good to be able to sell your home that quick. So I'm going to keep monitoring this stuff, and I'll keep throwing stuff up on my website, links here, wherever you're watching this video, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, or whatever. But we are going to keep an eye on things, see if things start to change. But as of right now, there's not a lot of information showing that it is, other than, a few things here and there. So thanks for watching.